At first, I sought guidance from Mafala's children, the Morag Tong, weavers of fate through blade and shadow. I thought I might find in their ancient ways some echo of the wisdom the old Dunmer knew, some thread that would help me understand how to weave together the fractured pieces of our people. They sharpened my blade and hardened my reflexes, but they could not touch the hollow ache in my chest where my companions' voices used to be. And so I turned to the path laid before me by prophecy. The 7 trials, the seeking of names that would unite a broken people. Hortator, Nerevarine, words that taste of ash and responsibility. How naive I was to think that those who lead would care for anything beyond their own power. House after house I knelt before lords and counselors, expecting to find wisdom and instead finding only the grasping hands I have seen too often in civilization. They speak of tradition, of honor, of their people, but their tasks? Eliminate rivals, secure trade routes, retrieve stolen goods, kill this person, steal that artifact, spy on those enemies. Each favor a stone added to walls that separate rather than unite. The Ashlander tribes understand better, but even there I found the same human weakness. Prove yourself, they said. Show us your strength. Bring us the bones of our enemies. It is not enough to carry moon and star, not enough to fulfill the prophecies. I must still dance to their small desires before they will acknowledge what they already know to be true. Sometimes I think the beasts have the right of it. A guard does not demand you prove your worth before accepting your guidance. A Kaguri does not ask for payment before offering its strength. They know authenticity when they see it, and they respond accordingly. Would that people were so wise? But then came the sound of familiar footsteps on unfamiliar paths. Julan returned, and with his return came something I had not dared hope for. Forgiveness. Not just his forgiveness of me for taking what he thought was his destiny, but forgiveness of himself for his anger, his flight, his momentary breaking. He looks at me now not with resentment, but with understanding. Perhaps deeper understanding than he had before, when prophecy blinded him to the person beneath the legend. And he brought Shani with him, bright, irreverent Shani, who treats the Nerevarine with the same casual disrespect she would show any friend. How strange it is to be grateful for disrespect. When she laughs at my solemnity or makes jest of our grand mission, I remember that beneath all these names and titles, I am still just Midnabi, the girl who speaks to beasts, who knows the difference between healing and harming, who once wept over a fallen Gar in the Ashlands. Their youth sometimes grates, their laughter in sacred places, their inability to grasp the full weight of what we carry. But perhaps that is exactly what I need. When I watch them together, sharing stories and playful arguments, I remember what it is to simply be alive rather than constantly becoming what others need me to be. They are my anchors to the person I was before prophecy claimed me. Reminders that even legends need friends more than they need followers. The weight of names grows heavier with each title earned, each trial completed. But watching Julan's easy smile as he sharpens his blade, hearing Shani's irreverent observations about the ridiculousness of politics, these moments remind me why the weight is worth bearing. Not for the glory, not for the destiny, but for the chance to protect what is simple and good in this world. Perhaps that is the true trial. Learning to carry the burden of legend while holding fast to the heart that made you worthy of it in the first place. The ancestors whisper their approval in the wind, and for now, that is enough.
All right, let's continue our little chat, shall we? I do have questions, and I will take your counsel. All right. Why did you break your oath? Along with Lord Nerevar, and at his insistence, Almalexia, Sothisil and I swore before our god of oath at the time, the Daedral Lord Azura, never to employ the tools of Kagwanax for any purpose. We broke our oaths. We turned our back on the old gods. I still see no compelling reason to worship any of the Aedra or Daedra, but for the respect I held for Nerevar and the respect I held for myself, I should never have betrayed my oath. Of all my life's actions, I most regret that failure. You did cause others to suffer, didn't you? I respect that question and you for it. The most I can say is I did the best I could, as I saw things. Can you, mortal, presume to judge the action and motives of a god? But because I need you and you need me, I will make an accounting for my sins to you, but not now. Destroy Daggothor, and then we will discuss my sins. Then perhaps you will have earned the right to judge me. I see how you need me. I don't see how I need you. For example, what did you do to fight Daggothor? In the past, the Tribunal made seasonal campaigns to Red Mountain. We slew Daggothor and his kin, though the heart always revived them in time. Later, when we realized we couldn't destroy them, we created a ghost fence to contain the threat. These solutions were effective until Daggothor ambushed us and captured Sonder and Keening. Since that time, our fortunes have waned as his increased. Right, so you want me to defeat Daggothor? You gave me a plan. Thank you for the plan, really. Why is Daggothor winning? Daggothor is winning because he is close to the source of power, Lorcan's heart, and because he retains the passion of madness, while we have settled into the lonely and unrewarding posture of dogged dutifulness and perseverance. And finally, perhaps because he is stronger and smarter than we are, and his followers are more fervent and fanatical. I believe we were careless and complacent and outwitted, and in the matter of denying the Nerevarine, we were foolish. Right. Why did you persecute the dissident priest? Suppression and persecution of dissent is just one of the standard tools of statecraft. I believe we erred in trusting the judgment of Beryl Sala. He and his ordinators served valiantly in the war against Daggothor. We mistook his misplaced zeal and energy and dedication. Mistakes were made, but no more. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priest, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. Honestly, the dissident priest never asked for confrontation. So I suppose so long as they're not tracked down, hunted down, they'll be okay. Why? Why did you wage war on the Nerevarine? Yeah, why did you try to kill me? That's another way to put it. Because you threatened the faith of my followers, and I needed their faith to hold back the darkness, and I thought you were my enemy, a pawn of the subtle Daedra Lord Azura, or a pawn of Emperor Uriel Septim, or a simple fraud, perhaps a hero, but not such a one if my faithful could destroy you. Now, circumstances are altered. I need you, and you need me. You keep saying that, but really, you need me to clean up your mess. We did not murder Nerevar. The legend that we murdered Nerevar came from an old story by a shield companion of Nerevar, Alandro Sol, who lived among the Ashlanders. The Ashlanders have retained Alandro Sol's account as part of their oral histories. The account is persuasive in some detail, implausible in others, and is in any case false. I have 2 accounts on Nerevar's death here in my library. Read them and judge for yourself. Here's the thing, I did read the accounts in your library. And you didn't say anything about Nerevar's death. He was there and then he wasn't there. I think we know what we need to know. First thing first. We should talk to Julan. Tell him what's happening. I don't know. No, I know. I don't want to ask Shani to follow us in the Red Mountain. Sure, she's a hunter. She has some experience in the Grazeland, but this is quite different, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Julan will not agree to let me go on my own. But Shani doesn't have to follow us and risk her life. Then what I would like to do is travel back to the Arminger stronghold and see if I can talk with Arvesa. Not only because I would like to set things right between her and me, but also because I think she would be a very, very valuable companion when facing Daggothor. I don't have a whole lot to sell, do I? No, maybe not that. Maybe she'll complain about it being illegal and all that. Oh no, no thank you, I do not wish to summon a scamp. Alright, that's a start. I'm going to leave you the Dwemer Axe. If you know of somebody who might be interested in it, maybe a friend in the Thieves Guild, you decide. The Daedric short sword is extremely valuable, but I have no use for it. Would Julan like it? Julan might. Alright, let's contact him, ask him to join us, and we'll see. Yep. Hey Julan, that was unexpected, the whole Vivek thing. I don't know what to think now. He's accepting you as Nerevarine, but only because the tribunal was too weak to defeat Daggothor themselves. So he thinks you can do what 3 living gods can't? That's terrifying. Yeah. Oh, don't look so depressed. If anyone can do it, you can. And I'll be there if you need me. Even if only as a distraction. Or maybe we could trick him into inviting us in. How long do you think it takes to build a giant wooden war? I once read this book, see? Thanks, Julan. That's a perfect plan. We're gonna go and collect some wood. I think before we do anything like that though, let's make you stop collecting golden eggs. There's your father's sword if you'd like it, or if you prefer, there's a Daedric sword. You choose. Then restoration spells. Restore your attributes. You can't, can you? Yes. Okay, how do you feel now? Better, yes. We had a slight problem of drain strength. You like these? You know what? You take it. Oh, wow. It's so heavy. No, it's fine. So, which weapon are you using? The short blade? This one. Right, then we'll get rid of that. And we'll keep your father's blade anyway. Hey, Meldor. Look. Have that. No more superior adamantium. Oh well. Excellent. Now this is my pleasing people setup. I'll give the rose to Julan. He can have a bit of a reflect. That can't hurt. Unless he'd be better off in the robe of the Hortitor, but he's not Hortitor, so problem solved.
What was that? Huh.
And then switching to my combat stuff, and I think I should be wearing that. Alright. So things are a bit lighter. Julian, would you like to train me? Maybe you can teach me something. More about light armor? Excellent. Thank you, Julian. Maybe I can teach you something too. Like I could teach you about medium armor. There we go. We can help each other. Let's use our rings to go back to camp. Okay. From there, I mean, it's quite a hike, but we should be able to go to the Arminger stronghold. And I'm thinking... we'll make a pit stop by the Cavern of the Incarnate. There we go, that's good. Because we did... Hey, Baxon. Oh, that's Nibbler. Oh, there's somewhere else. We did the pilgrimage of the failed incarnate. And the wise woman told us that we should go to Azura's cave again, the cave of the incarnate. And maybe... Oh, let's just levitate. It's gonna be faster. We have to go up there. Cliff Racer doesn't seem to be interested in us. That is just fine, just as well. And then from here... I mean, Siren is quite far to the south. Let's do that first. Do you get Julian? You got it, or... Yes, you got it. Thank you, Julian. It's midnight exactly. Well, it's not a problem to wait until dawn to go back in. Am I so completely... That's it. Okay, now I am mostly going in the right direction. We're just so slow. Maybe if I just get up there, then we'll be able to run on the rocks. No, I still need to climb up there. Yeah. What is it, Julian? I don't know, Julian. They're not even around here. Are you talking to me still? Or about me? I just want to make sure that I have the right equipment equipped. I have my amulet. I have my lovely ring. Yeah, we're good. Ouch. Yep. It's just a little too eager there.
The door is locked and will not open. The star is the key. In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Indeed it is. Well, I'm not sure. The wise woman mentioned something being left here for me, but I don't see it. And I would assume it'd be sort of here. Let's double check my journal. I would find my reward in the cabin of the incarnate, but would not say, I suppose, any more on the subject. But it's not here. The only thing I can think of is maybe if it's hidden somehow beneath the rocks or things like that. But apart from this, which I don't know, it's just there. I don't think that's my reward at all. Oh well, I mean, it's not so bad. just we were nearby, so it would have been nice. But if there's nothing, there's nothing. Okay. Well, it was nice seeing you again, Azura. Now we have a longer journey to travel to Seren. And essentially, we just want to go south. I should drink before we become too thirsty. Here we go. Are you fighting the Parasylus? There's no need, Julian. Leave it be. Alright. That feels like the right Foyada. Why, oh why? Do you attack every creature, Julian? We will travel a lot faster if we don't stop to kill every creature. Especially considering most of them are diseased or blighted. They're just, you know, crazy from the illness. Elisbal mine. Alright, let's continue. At this rate, we will reach Seren pretty soon. I can heal Julian a little bit. There we go, let's continue. What, my song? It's a lovely song. Oh, a cliff racer. You got it? You got it. Here, I can see Seren. hope we will be well received. I mean, Vivek himself said we will not be hunted anymore, so hopefully the Armingers got the word. You think I should save just in case? Yeah. Let's see. Hello? Go on. Good, that's reassuring. You know, they didn't draw their sword or insult us.
What now?
It's a lot of glass you're wearing. I expect Vess to be with her guardian, maybe? If not, maybe in her quarters? Oh, so Julian is using his father's sword after all. Good for you, Julian. No. Hello, Odron. Do you know where's Vess? Close call, yes. But for Vess, the Swiss in the community tongue, yes.
What do you want?
I want to know where Vess is. Revel, do you know where she is? I mean, you're dead. Yes, you are. But where is our Vessa? Let's try her quarters then. I wish she'd reply to me when I try to contact her with the ring.
I bet it sucks being mortal, and you're not even an animal. I pity you.
Could she be with the leaders? That's the prison. Blessings and all that.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find.
Oh well. Hello, you know where's Vess? No. Alright. Last chance. Will I find the way to the barracks? I think it was from here. Oops. A door disappeared. Well, we still have this one, so we're good. Maybe this is the one I wanted anyway.
Can Argonians and, like, regular lizards have children? That's kind of weird. My morbid mind sometimes thinks about things I don't really want to actually contemplate. The curse of immortality, I guess.
Except I did want to go down that way.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, good. I can go down that way.
Make it quick.
Yes. Hey, Vess.
Yes? Before we proceed, we should go and speak with the Grand Marshal about your final move on Dagoth Ur. The buoyant armigers have been waiting for a moment such as this for a long time. My fellows would help you without hesitation. Even if you have doubts, I am certain they will be settled by her council.
Okay, that's good news, Vess. How have you been? It's nice to see you again. Maybe I should have tried to talk to her sooner.
Completed, there is little else to do but travel to Vivek. The Archcanon cannot delay any longer. An audience with him is all but assured.
Yeah, I talked with him. Yeah. Well, I suppose we can go. Sins forgiven.
So you returned.
Uh-huh.
I apologize for how I reacted in the cavern.
Uh-huh.
I swear I was not aware of the plans to pardon you. If I had known, or had some inkling of information, I'm sorry.
I saw no alternative and lashed out at you. At the time, I was just furious, disappointed, but now the Archcanon has told us what you could accomplish as an Erevrine, that you could end the Blight. You're suddenly fine with this? I'm just... gosh, I am a little bitter, honestly. Hardly. I don't really know how I feel about it. Once I realized the gravity of your situation, I expected another failed incarnate, that you would join the rest who came before. I admitted I'm wrong. What more do you wish? Okay, let's move on. I'm glad you don't hate me for it at least. I guess I punished myself enough. Would be lying if I wasn't eager to get back to our chaotic travels. I'd rather not discuss everything just yet, but this is still rather overwhelming. Okay then, well, let's go. So, Arvissa, Julan, and me. Now that you have won the favor of the 4 tribes, do you feel any different? You know, a longing to herd some beetle and dance around in the fire? Come on. I'm only teasing. You may consider me crass for still holding a grudge against the Ashlander despite our time with them. It may relieve you to know that I have changed my mind, modestly and because of you. Well, I am glad. Yes, you should give them a chance. Just as they give us a chance? This act of understanding is rather one-sided. Levina always rambled on about the stoic hearts of the Ashlanders, or their rugged yet honest way of life. There is some truth to it, perhaps, even if I don't see them as she does. She's right, you know. Then you should go visit her and bond over your love of the tribal, preferably while I tend to a glass of flint. Oh, come on. Don't be all bitter. Yeah, we had to deal with it without you. Maybe there was a way. Maybe there was a way for me to convince her. Alright. Let's go back to command. And see what sort of plan they have. We left Julan somewhere. It's okay. It's okay, we'll pick him back up soon.
I'm waiting.
Oh, Midnabi, our esteemed auditor, I understand Lord Beck called for you. I won't ask what transpired in that meeting. The Archcanon words on the matter is enough. I have heard much about your unification of the great houses. It has been a very long time since anyone bore that title, and in truth, I was hoping you would agree to work alongside us in assaulting Red Mountain. Yeah, let's do this. The honor is ours. You have come far to reach this moment. As Hortator, it will be by ancient tradition your guide. As Auditor, it is by ancient tradition you guide us into war. I can advise you, of course, on what is needed. What must I do? While the buoyant armigers are ready to conduct an assault, I have only a handful of supplies left, and manpower. We must ask the great houses for assistance. They have wavered in their duties, and you shall remind them. While the temple has waged a hidden war, the great houses scheme and fight for power and wealth. Only a Hortator could bring them to heel, just as Nerevar did ages ago. Or we could begin the assault and pray that what we have is enough. The decision is yours. The Grand Council chamber in Ebenhard housed a representative of great houses on Vardenfell. It is there you will seek out support from each, likely with much difficulty. I'm certain Drugvedamdren can advise you on the political climate there. Yes. Yes, we should do that. I mean, there is a reason why we are Nerevar reincarnated. I think we should bring all the people together. So let's do that. Ves. Hortator, I will never get used to anyone calling you by that old title. Does that make me your shield companion? Alan Trussold was once the shield companion to Nerevar. My lessons on him were brief, so I'm afraid that's all I know. I'm sure much like he would have found himself nursing a headache after our ordeal with the great houses. It was mostly my ordeal, but they were certainly lacking in hospitality. If there was anyone to defy the odds, my faith was in you, has been, all this time. They will learn to see it well, despite hiding behind formality or indifference. The great houses wish for nothing more than stability. And return to their scheming and murder. Wow. It's not just for them, it's for all of us. We could not have chosen a more fitting successor to Nerevar's legacy, and much like in the lessons, I only see you as my dear friend. The title hardly matters. Why, thank you. Will you accompany me to the Grand Council meeting? If the tribunal were not in seclusion, the great houses would not be so boldly wasting our time. The Blight will not wait for us to settle all grudges. If only they could see that. That is very true, but we'll be able to go to Ebenhard very quickly, I think.
There's stranger gods than me out there. I may be a short gremlin with an obsession with animals and scales, but there's a deity out there whose kin are literally excrement. Weird stuff.
Yeah.
I think about scribs a lot more than any one god probably should. They're just so damn cute.
Julian, you don't feel well? Do you have enough magicka to cure yourself? No, you're all out? Oh yeah, that doesn't look good. Do I have a cure disease potion? I'll cure you with a spell. Okay. I believe I know cure disease on touch now. How does that feel, Julian? No, still not it. It's blight. I don't have a potion just yet. Alright, follow me. There's gonna be a shrine here somewhere. Of course, I don't have it easy, so that's not gonna work. Are you doing with spell point, Jolene? Still not enough? Well, we'll have to go back to my yurt, where I do have a few potions to cure various diseases tucked away. I would quite like to know the spell by now. I would be able to cast it. I have an idea. Two, in fact. We'll see if either of them pans out. Idea number one, just to be sure. Hello. I believe... Let's have some of that. Then since we are apparently such good friends with Vivek now, maybe, just maybe, we could learn something useful. This way? No, because I would need to do the pilgrimage first. Fine. How does that feel, Julian? Good. Did you ever read any of Vivek's so-called poetry? No, I didn't. Okay, one good thing, everybody is healthy. And we want to go to Ebonheart. I suppose Vivek is going to be the fastest. Though Pelagiad would be quite fast as well, I think, but... Hopefully this is the last bit of politics we have to deal with. The reason why I want the support of... I don't have a divine intervention. That could have been useful right about now. The reason why I want the support of the great houses, sure, they can help. I'm only one person. Even with the help of Julen and Arvesa, it's just the three of us against a god. But also, I think it's very important that Dagothor be defeated not just by me,
move this along.
Yes, I agree. Let's move this along. It shouldn't be my success. I feel it should be the success of the people of Morrowind. That is why having the support of the great houses, the Ashlanders, you know, just not naming me Hortator or Nerevarine. Like, I really would like them to actually unite and face a common foe together. Maybe I just hope for too much. I don't know. Let's see what the representative of the great houses have to say. We're not the only ones on the road. That feels a little bit like a death trap, honestly. Actually, kind of a popular place, isn't it? I remember this guy. He took us to Seidanin, which feels like an eternity ago. Words. No need to be so well spoken. Articulate. And of course, polite. Okay, let's brace ourselves for more politics. So far, I have not been impressed by the representative of the great houses. They felt greedy and self-serving. Maybe, finally, they will prove me wrong.
Now you're our hero. I suppose you killing Dagoth will be the proof of that.
Thanks for your support, I guess. Oh no, I went the wrong way. I have complained about the architecture, the Tilvani architecture. But I think it's about time I accepted that the Imperial architecture can be nearly as confusing. There we are.
We have grown too complacent about the threat.
Knight of the Imperial Dragon.
Hi.
That makes me the head of the Imperial Legion
For
here
ages,
in Vardenfell.
we've relied on the Tribunal to contain the menace. But Dagoth Ur's power is waxing as the Tribunal's power is waning. Who can we turn to in these dark days? By law, the Emperor should protect Vardenfell as a province of the Empire. But Uriel's scepter is in ill health, and our spies hear rumors that his heirs are just doppelgangers placed in the household during Jagar Thar's tenure as Imperial battle. I don't care for rumors.
Okay, alright, stop.
I need facts, and the facts are the Legion garrisons here are insufficient to protect our settlements, and there's no hope for reinforcements. We can't rely on the Empire to contain Dagoth Ur.
Let's talk. The abolition is not really important. Arvesa, Ves, the Duke, Arvesa. You are Lord Vedemdrang, very good. We dealt with the Commonatong. Yes, I heard that you were the Hortator of House Lalu. You could not hold that rank if Orvas Dren did not wish it, since you already have some agreement with Orvas Dren. I will name you the new Grandmaster of House Lalu. Wow. To celebrate this accomplishment of yours, I wish for you to have this old trinket of mine. It's allowed me to secure many favorable deals for the house in my time. Thanks. I don't think I wanted that. Tell me about the Grand Council. The Vardenfell Grand Council determines law and policy for the Vardenfell Administrative District. It is presided over by the Sovereign Lord Vedrum Dren and dominated by 5 interest groups, the 3 great houses, the Temple, and the Imperial Colonist. The Grand Council representatives are Lera Mendas, House Redoran, Galas Drenin, House Talvani, Reland Hlalu, House Lalu, Livas Othravel, Tribunal Temple, and Wukia Konitian, Imperial Commission. Rifinus Elias is the Imperial Magistrate. Right. You wish to call a Ground Council meeting? Yes, I can arrange this for you. The Buoyant Armigers are not the only one who wish to see the end of Dagorthor, but a word of caution. The great houses never offer anything for free. But if they want to survive, they will have to agree. I'm afraid that rhetoric will be ineffective here. Appealing to their interest is our key strategy. Now then, a few things first. Each great house will represent their demands, to which they expect concessions. You can also expect the Empire to take interest. Notify me when you're ready. Well, at least House Lalu should be easy to convince. Now, what do you know? The Archcanon has announced that Loris Vivek has selected you as a champion of the Temple in the war against Dagoth Ur and the Sixth House. Now the fate of Morrowind and its people lies in your hand. Not just me, okay? Don't make enemies, we'll try. Overjess was your brother, my condolences. I'm a noble, indeed, I heard about that. Each great house representative will present 3 demands. It would be more, but there is no time for prolonged debate. Inquire on these demands, who will gain from them, who will lose. Choose wisely. The 3 representatives are Lera Mendas, Reland Lalu, and Galas Drenim. The Empire is keen to discover what kind of Hortator you will become, and of course, the great houses are not the only ones looking to make deals here. Speak with Salvinus Terrorus if you're interested, or our temple liaison. Right. What sort of concessions? If you believed uniting the great houses was as simple as waving your hand, then you will be sorely disappointed. They will attempt to leverage your influence towards their personal gain, regardless of the cost to the other houses. It's extremely disappointing. But we will attempt it nonetheless. I believe I am... Oh, hello. You've given me a shirt. Right, thank you. I appreciate it, I suppose. Anything else while we're talking? Okay, I'm ready. A few notables are missing at the moment. Once you say the word, I will have them summoned. Yes, let's begin. Very good. Wait here until everyone is gathered. I'm waiting. There we are. They are ready for you. Downstairs? Maybe? Go on and mingle. This is your stage now, Hortator. I guess we are going downstairs.
Do not have zealous soul, and the people like it. Too zealous, I fear.
Oof. What on earth are you wearing? Pleased to meet you, Retainer Midnabi, and welcome to the Imperial town of Ebonheart. We're always eager for news here. Have you heard of the latest rumor? No, okay. Present your demands. Quite an advantage you bring to the table, Retainer. With luck, House Lalu will come out on top with little difficulty in this meeting and make a tidy profit. I can help bring you up to speed on our demands. What is the first one? We seek cooperation from the other great houses on protection for our trade and supply caravan as well as our current sea routes. Otherwise, how can we possibly deliver anything to the temple? The Ashlander of the Graceland are ripe opportunities for trade. If only House Sylvani did not hinder our attempts. And for what? They do not care for the tribes. House Lalu, however, has much to offer them. What is your third demand? The Empire has been generous with its trade permits, but our control over the ebony and glass mines ebbs and flows with each conflict. With your authority, the Empire would certainly see the benefits of increasing our market privileges given these low supplies. I'll think about it. Galas. Tell me about your demands. First demand. We wish to expand our horizon of magical artifacts and goods. The Empire restricts this trade and greedily permits only their own institution. Bypass this restriction and House Talvani and allow Sel Talvani to sell in these markets. Well, think about it. What else? The Mage's Guild is a foul enterprise full of inept so-called wizards who constantly wish to interfere with our business. We demand the other great houses cease cooperation with them and their services. What is your third demand? There is no mistaking the great wealth that lies scattered around Red Mountain. Dwemer artifacts and technology, that is. House Talvani wishes to access this once your little conflict is over, without temple interference. Alright, you do not have any demands. That's refreshing. Not somebody I need to talk to. Temple. You're taking an interest. Depending on how your meeting goes, I may be of service. Count the happy hours and be mindful of your surroundings. Right. Desire Midnabi, a fine pleasure to be in your company. We haven't met, but you may call me Salvinus Teronius. You could say I'm an old friend of Gaius. Heard the old man got recalled back to Cyrodiil. Turbulent times, huh? I served under him in Cyrodiil before the Emperor sent him off to the far end of the world. Good man. Always was a dour sort. Between just you and me, I think he preferred being here. I'm certain I will see him again when I return to the Imperial City. A few whispers here and there, troubles of Empire, concerns for the Emperor and his sons, not the kind of business you need to worry about. Alright, you're taking an interest? I will be candid, Midnabi. I was sent to Ebonheart to represent the Empire's continued interest on Vvardenfell. If you're willing to serve the Emperor further, I have a proposal. Tell me what it is. The great houses are a real thorn for Imperial operation, and it's rare we get an opportunity to weaken their influence. If you want to get as many houses to withdraw as you can, there will be a hefty reward in it for you. Interested? No. That's so. Real shame. I can still provide a bit of help if the Lalu give you any trouble. Just pay me a visit.
Well met.
The fact that he tried to make that my business, like try to appeal to me as in it would be beneficial for me? No. Hello, Midnabi. I've heard that lot. Yes, yes, yes. True, true, true. Tell me of your demands. First demand. House Lalu is incessant with their attempt to control the mines around Caldera. They overstep their bounds. With your approval, we could put an end to their operations in this area. What else? There have been many violent raids from rogue Telvanni agents, though it is common knowledge they take their orders from the Telvanni Council. Reparation for our losses would satisfy the families affected and renew defensive efforts. That's almost reasonable, isn't it? This is a time of great crisis. House Redoran sought to provide aid to the temple on Vardenfell, yet still the other great houses nip at our heels. If you want our aid, then we demand all land expansion cease until peace is restored. Honestly, so far the demands of House Redoran feel, well, less greedy, less demanding, and more beneficial to people in general. Well, we're gonna have to think about all of these. But we'll have to decide what to do. Next time, though.